As you can see, we're here at the trailer. Tom and I just got in off out on the trailhead. We've been out there for about 3 hours on the trail with Peso and Ransom, and I wanted to make a quick video. While I was out there, about 2 hours into the ride, my left ankle started aching and hurting a little bit. Now I was riding this saddle. I'm the only one that rides this saddle. A few days ago, I rode this horse in this saddle on these trails, took the saddle home and put it up. Come out today, put the saddle on the same horse, went out on the same trails, and I'm out there and I'm having trouble with this stirrup, and I know the stirrup hasn't been moved, okay? So I got off, double checked because I'm kind of forgetful, and everything, they were balanced, the same number of holes on both sides. So and I knew that if I adjusted this stirrup down, we got 2 points I want to make here. If I adjusted the stirrup down one hole, it's going to be down too much. I just needed a little bit of adjustment, all right? Now, I don't know if you know this. Your stirrup leathers on your average Western saddle, they go up underneath over the bars of the saddle tree and back down. So it's like a continuous loop. And all I did was took my stirrup leather itself and just moved it about a 1/4 inch. Just kind of pulled it. I don't want to do it now because I don't want to mess it up. But just kind of pulled it so that lowered that stirrup about a 1/4 inch without adjusting any holes. So if you need to adjust your stirrups just a little bit, you don't want to pull over the bar as much as you got space in between these two holes. That's too much and you'll throw everything off. But if you need to just adjust it a little bit, then all you got to do is adjust these stirrup leathers sometimes. Now, for you wranglers, because this is wrangler school, this is something you're going to run into all the time, and you'll do this for years until you finally figure out what's going on. People are crooked as a rule, and I don't mean morally, I mean physically. If our pelvic bones, if we're out of place just a little bit, one leg is going to be a little bit longer than the other because it's all attached. So if this hip is dropped just a little bit, this leg is going to be that much longer. Now, as a wrangler, and most people as private riders, will make sure the stirrups are in the same hole, the same count on both sides, make sure the stirrups are level, then we'll ride. And if something's wrong, then we'll fuzzle with it and fidget with it, but we won't understand really what's going on. What's going on is the saddle hasn't changed, we have, okay? Now, my wife, Deanna, you guys know Mama, when we ride, she has to adjust a stirrup at some point on almost every single ride. But now what you need to understand is Mama has given birth, and that's why she's Mama. Mama has given birth and raised 9 babies, okay? Now, I'm sorry, 7. There were 9, there was 7 babies, okay? I would have got corrected right there, properly so, if she'd been on the camera, but Tom's on the camera, so he's just going to be quiet and respectful. 7 babies. Baby number 5 and number 6 were twins. See, she used to stand at the kitchen stove with the twins right here on her hip while she cooked or while she was doing whatever. She carried all these babies. Well, now we have spent, let this traffic go by. We're out here close to a lake and they're bringing boats in. We have spent over the last few years a small fortune on her on chiropractic work, and she goes on a regular basis and gets massage therapy to undo all those years and years of holding and carrying babies. And it affects you, okay? So for you wranglers, the standard procedure is to make sure that the stirrups fit your guest and that they're even, so they're all in the same hole. All right, but that's not always going to work because so many times your guests are not active, they're not physical, and they're just, we don't stay lined up anymore. All right, so as long as your rider is balanced in the saddle, that's what's important. So if you have to put one stirrup lower than the other because they've got a hip that's and they may not even know, then that's perfectly fine, okay? You watch and make sure the saddle isn't listing off to one side. They're not constantly shifting it up, shifting it up, shifting it up. And if they're doing that and you know your stirrups are even, then you'll need to adjust one stirrup out of even for them, okay? And so that's just something to be aware of, that I know a lot of people, this drives them crazy and they always have trouble with it. Your saddle can be even, your stirrups can be even, but if you're not even stirrups aren't going to work. They're going to create a problem for you. And sometimes, honestly, folks, sometimes all you need is that much adjustment. And sometimes you can just get the little tiny bit of adjustment you need out of your stirrup leather. Okay? Anyhow, I hope that helps you a little bit, and we'll go on and happy riding.